Welcome to episode 5 of Music Influence in Farming. In this episode, we will be talking about Farmer's Blues, sung by Marty Stuart in 2003. This piece instrumentation includes guitar, snare with brush, vocals, violin, and bass. Mostly homophonic, with the rhythmic. The texture is mostly homophonic, with the rhythm section of the drum set and bass. Background chords done by the violin and guitar, and the melody is done by the vocalist. The middle range of audible sound for the overall texture. The vocals are placed above the rest of the parts. The song is sung in a blues jazz feel. The dynamic levels has the vocals at about a mezzo forte, and the rest of the parts below between a mezzo piano and mezzo forte. Not much dynamic contrast is in the piece. The lyrics describe the hardship farmers face. The homophonic texture has the chords made by the guitar and violin, and the bass makes three note chords that have the vocalist playing the main melody. The piece is in a diatonic minor scale, as it is made with the intention of being blues and has a lot of sad feeling, so minor adds into the sad feeling. The tonality of the piece is in a minor key, in which the chords are built upon the minor scale the piece is in. Some changes in the key are present, with a few measures go into a major key but then back into a minor key. The predominant motion is disjunct, with leap motion between the melody notes. The texture of the melody is a middle and low register, with a few moments in a high register. The piece moves in smooth directions, with a few direction changes. Notes that are held sometimes to give more of an arch shape. The melody is in a diatonic minor scale. The piece's predominant subdivision is triple, with beat groupings in sets of 3. This makes the time signature 3/4. The piece is set for a slow dance. The drums plays on beat 3 of each measure, while bass plays dotted half notes. The typical phrase length is 4 measures, or 12 beats. Notes are held to give more emphasis. Growth is shown to the listener with the changes of the struggle and holding of long notes. The setting of the music video is predominant in a blacked out room. It also shows a farm that is going through a hard time in a town outside of Maine. The song talks about significant issues in farm life. The song describes some troubles farmers have that are also fears they have. To me, the song is perfectly tied to agriculture and farming, with the idea of farming isn't this idea people have that you plant a seed and it magically grows in a few months. Farming involves business, long-term planning, a great deal of money loss in the end, and hard labor with long hours. Farmer suicide is also a detail I feel that this song gets too hard. Song is about as once farming gets too hard and all these factors come into play, becomes too stressful and can end in suicide. A study in the University of Iowa between 1992 and 2010 found the suicidal rate of farmer-ag workers were nearly triple, with some years being nearly 6 times more higher rates than in all jobs. This isn't a good thing, as farmers are the people everyone depends on for food. So the song to me really means to be nice to farmers, because you don't know what they're really going through at their farm.